Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Gabi and
Hello.
Romeo.
Romeo.
Romeo. I'm forgetting names late in the day here. We're looking at I Am Vlad, Prince of Wallachia from Real Wallachian Games.
Yeah, Romania. It's about a Romanian ruler from our history. It's a well-known ruler, like Vlad the Impaler, it's called.
And so what's the overview of the game? This is a huge setup here with huge miniatures as well. I mean, these are very decently sized. What's the goal of the game? What are we trying to do? And what is the setup?
The goal of the game is to become Prince of Wallachia, like Vlad the Impaler was. You start with normal units. It's not about vampires or werewolves. You start with Vlad the Impaler himself, an archer and a knight. Each player starts with these 3 units, and the goal is to become the Prince of Wallachia. You can do that many ways. You can enter in the fortress. You have a fortress in the middle of the map, and try to defend that fortress for 8 consecutive rounds. You can gather crowns. You can win by gathering crowns. Each time you kill an enemy hero, an enemy Vlad, you gather 1 crown. That crown will upgrade your units also, so you become more powerful. And you can win by killing everyone else on the map. You are the last man standing, you won.
As it should be.
Yeah. The map is quite big. You have a lot of neutral units all over the map. Some neutral units will give you money. Some neutral units will guard the fortress. You have to defeat those neutral units to be able to enter the fortress. Once you defeat them, you have some flags. You plant your flag at the entrance, and you don't have to fight that guard anymore. There are many items in the game. It seems a very complicated game, but have some very simple rules. It's very easy to play. Once you play it once, you know the game. You can buy towers. Those towers are very important because you can heal while the units are inside the towers. The towers also inflict damage around them. You have battle cards for each unit.
So now each person is starting with a variety of battle cards of different types?
Yes, each player starts with 3 cards for each unit. You have 3 cards for the archer, 3 cards for Vlad, and 3 cards for the knight. Each time you fight, use some of those cards, and you take another one from the table. Those cards, if I can show you, there are some day cards. There are some day cards, or there are some night cards. You have a time dial. You can fight during the day. You can fight only using the day cards, and on the night you can fight using only the night cards.
So how does time pass in here? Is each round is an hour?
No, you have 2 positions for daytime and 2 positions for the nighttime. Each round you move 1 position clockwise. So you need 4 rounds to complete a day. You have 1 day in 4 rounds. You also have an underworld map. Each time after a fight, if an unit dies, you use a resurrection token, like this one, and you are able to resurrect your unit starting from the underworld. You use these dice to advance through this path, and when you are in the middle, you are able to resurrect that unit at your church. You have some churches on the map, you have some taverns on the map, you can buy different items, you can buy impale tokens, you can impale other units. Those units will not be able to resurrect.
What are the charts that we have here? That's actually, I don't know if we can focus on this.
Player sheets. The lives for your units. Inside the player sheets, this is the life for your knight. This is the life for Vlad the Impaler, and this is the life for the archer. Each time you fight, those lives will drop. So when the impale token is important, because you see a red area for those normal units, the archer and the knight. When an enemy unit is in that red area, you can use an impale token, impale that unit, and that unit it's dead for good.
Be resurrected using
Yeah.
that unit when it is impaled by the hero, only by the hero. He cannot go to the underworld and came back to the real map. He is taken out of the game forever.
A couple of other decks of cards here. What do we need to do with these?
You have some special abilities for Vlad the Impaler. There are some magic cards in the game. You can buy those. These are very important cards because only Vlad can use them and only against another hero. If another hero doesn't have a magic card, he will get full damage. So the damage is very high, so the enemy can die very easy using these magic cards with Vlad. There are also some another type of magic cards. You buy those from any church on the map, and you have to do what the card says. Some cards can be good for you, some cards can be bad for you, some cards can be very bad for your adversaries. It depends. These are some lucky cards. Some will stun the opponents for 2 rounds. Some will give you some life points. Some will damage the enemies. Some can bring peace for 2 rounds in the game, and so on.
It's all depending on what you're trying to do as well, whether you're going for the conquering the center or attacking other people. You got to use them to your advantage that way.
You can use a lot of strategies, a lot of tactics. It's a very dynamic game. It's a fighting game. You have a lot of fights. There is no game like the other. I mean, this time you might want to go in the middle and try to defend it. The next one you go after 3 crowns. It depends a lot of other players' strategy. Okay.
If everyone's fighting for the center, you probably don't want to head there.
If someone goes to the center, that choice is very difficult at the beginning because the other 3 players will go after him and try to kill him. And since they are 3, it's a temporary alliance. They all 3 go after that one, and they will most likely kill their heroes. So later on the game, it can happen because you have weaker adversaries, you might have less adversaries, so you can do that. But at the beginning, it's very, very hard.
Thanks very much for the overview, Romeo. Yeah.